Hey there, thanks for joining me live, or I'm not sure if you can save these, so you might be watching this later. This is my first time on YouTube Live, so welcome to Embodied Ambrosia. So today I have a Yin Yoga class to help ground and center us for this full moon and lunar eclipse we have tonight. So tonight we have the full moon in Virgo, the full seed moon, a time to plant seeds for the spring ahead. We're feeling things warming up here in Colorado. So really feeling that energy of spring, growth, and rebirth. We've got the lunar eclipse tonight, bringing in that energy of Virgo, so purifying, organization, and really a time to look at our shadows, the things we don't like about ourselves, the things we're ashamed of, and bring those to light with love and understanding. Allowing those things to release and let go as much as we can, that is, and really moving on to the future. And that really aligns great with the element of wood, which is the Taoist element of spring, bringing the energy of growth, transformation. Think of the little plants all blossoming out of the snow or earth that we're seeing all around us here in Colorado, at least right now. So with that being said, with our wood element, we'll be working with the wood organ meridians. So we'll work with the liver, the inner toenail, all the way up the inner leg, up to where your rib cage starts. And then the gallbladder meridian. So that's your outer foot all the way up the outer leg, coming up, and then it goes to the back line at the collarbones, all the way up the back of the neck, through the top of the head to the orbital bone right here. So we'll be working with the front line of our body a lot today and the inner and outer leg lines. So we'll go ahead, get started, setting that intention for what you wish to shed. Any layers you want to leave behind in 2024. Yes, we're still getting settled into 2025. Still feels like a new year. So bring that to light. Anything that's coming up for you as you settle in, getting comfy with any blocks, bolsters, blankets, towels, straps, anything you need to get comfy and feel fully supported as we move through the poses today. They might be poses you're familiar with, but we'll be holding them for longer periods of time. So just make sure you can get comfy and get all the support you need. And as you arrive in your space, maybe play some gentle music. I'll post some links in the comments for later. And let yourself get settled in. Maybe light a candle. Maybe you're sitting tall, or maybe you're lying down on your back. Do whatever feels best. And feel the support of the earth beneath you. Let yourself sink in as you bring your awareness to your physical body, noticing how you feel in this moment, letting go of any outside noises, any worries from the morning, just letting that go, focusing on your physical body and the present moment. Coming to this space, letting any worries wash away with every exhale. Begin to tap into your breath. Take a deep inhale. Cleansing, open mouth, exhale. Take another deep, full inhale, fill up. Exhale, let any worries wash away. Take one last deep inhale. Feel your rib cage expand all around. Cleansing, open mouth, exhale. Let your breath settle in the center of your chest as you bring your awareness to heart center. Letting your mind rest here. Coming back to your breath if your mind starts to wander off as we move through the poses today. Start to reawaken, maybe taking some micro movements. Maybe a little side body stretch. When you're ready, bring your palms behind you. Bring your feet flat against the earth and take a round of windshield wipers. When you're ready, let your knees drip to the left side of the room. Slightly swivel your heels to the right. So you've created this Z or lightning bolt shape in your legs. Your calf will be in front of your hips, parallel, and create a tall spine. We'll head into our deer fold option to grab a couple blocks or your bolster, and you'll just start to fold over as good as it feels good to do so. Maybe rest on your blocks, or maybe you want to go deeper. Get your pillow or bolster on the earth. Fold a little further. Or maybe just rest on the earth beneath you. Take whatever feels best. Let yourself get comfy. It might feel good to place a little block beneath your hip. And we'll rest here for a couple minutes. Let yourself stay in this shape. Just grabbing my phone to keep an eye on the time. And we'll stay for about 2 more minutes. Remember, if your mind wanders off, come back to your breath. Maybe play some music and pause this video if you're watching it later. And let yourself play some music to really create the vibe of the room. Feel the rise and fall of your chest as you inhale and exhale into this pose. Noticing if you feel any pain points. Maybe gently ease out of that pose, readjust, place a blanket or towel for some extra cushion or support. Or maybe something a little more supportive like a block or blanket or pillow or bolster. Listen to your body and let yourself rest here for a little longer. Take about 3 more breaths here. When you're ready, start to press up through your palms. Bring your palms behind you, send your legs long, maybe shake them out a little, maybe roll out your ankles. And we'll take another round of windshield wipers before we move on to that next side. Sway your knees from side to side. Windshield wipers in themselves are great for your hip mobility. Let your knees drip to the right this time. Swivel your heels toward the left side, so now your right calf is parallel with your hips. Create that tall spine. Yeah, that lightning bolt Z shape in your legs. And when you're ready, start to fold over, maybe onto your blocks or bolsters. Maybe you place a blanket or towel beneath your external left hip or knee or ankle. And let your neck and head melt forward as well. Allow your neck to completely relax as the top of your head drips toward the earth. And we'll stay on this side for a few minutes as well. Remember, take all the support you need. Let yourself get as comfy as possible. In Yin Yoga, we're finding that gentle edge, that gentle stretch in our bodies. Nothing too intense. More of a gentle stretch to help move the deep tissue in your body, to help stretch the fascia that keeps everything together. That is Yin Yoga's purpose. A lot of folks get it mixed up with restorative yoga, and although similar, restorative yoga is going to be all about really getting into the parasympathetic nervous system. In both classes, you'll get into the parasympathetic, but in restorative, you really want to let go of any tension. Letting go of any lingering points of tension, feeling your body get as heavy as possible, almost as if you could fall asleep in those classes. And again, Yin Yoga, the class we're in right now, is more about finding that gentle stretch, that gentle edge. So while you want to take support of your from your props, you don't want too much support like a restorative class where you're just cradled and as comfy as possible, about to fall asleep. You really want to find that gentle edge, that gentle stretch. I'm really feeling it in my inner leg lines here, and a little in my outer hip as well, for example. You want to find that gentle edge, that gentle stretch to really get into that deep tissue and fascia. We've just got a little longer here. Take about 3 more breaths. And when you're ready, start to press up through your palms. Bring your palms behind you once again. Send your legs long. Take whatever movements are feeling good. Shake it out. I'm just going to get up and tilt this camera down a wee bit. And we'll move into one more fold before we head on to our backs. So this is dragonfly. It can feel nice to place a block or a blanket beneath your glutes to get a little bit more extension in your low back. It can also feel nice to place a couple rolled blankets, maybe a couple pillows, or a couple blocks beneath your knees for some support here as well. Create a tall spine. Let your sit bones reach the earth as you remove any cushion from your glutes. Maybe you bring a couple blocks, 2 or 3 or 4 maybe, in front of you. And just let yourself fold forward as far as it feels good to do so. Again, this is a gentle stretch, not a yang pose where we're engaging and really reaching and grabbing for our legs. This is a yin style pose where we're just gently folding forward, softly, just as far as it feels good to do so. Maybe you're feeling a stretch in your inner and back leg lines. Maybe you're feeling that stretch in your back, your low back as you melt forward. Maybe a gentle stretch in your neck as you let your crown of your head drip towards the earth. Notice what feels best for you and take all the support you need. I'll stay here for about 2 more minutes. Let yourself get comfy. And again, maybe place something beneath your ankles or the backs of your knees if you need a little bit of support there. Come back to your breath if your mind starts to wander. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest. Or maybe the air that tickles the base of your nostrils as you inhale and exhale through your nose. Feel your body and notice how you feel in this point in time, in this pose. Take about 3 more breaths here. You're welcome to come out early out of any pose. This is your practice. Listen to your body. When you're ready, start to press up through your palms, removing any props. Send your legs back in front of you. Maybe shake them out. Maybe roll out your ankles. Maybe take another round of windshield wipers. And we'll be moving into Sphinx pose for our next pose. You're welcome to just crawl forward on your mat. I'm going to move to the side so you have a better angle. So you'll come down onto your belly. Let your legs relax. Let your low back and core relax. This is more of a yin style Sphinx. Stack your elbows directly beneath your shoulders. Option to gaze forward, relaxing like a majestic Sphinx. Or maybe you want to give your neck a little massage here. Trace your chin from shoulder to shoulder. Maybe shake your head yes. Maybe shake your head no. Maybe it feels best to place a little bolster, block, or pillow beneath your abdomen and ribs for some extra support. Maybe it feels nice to bring a block beneath your forehead so you can just let your forehead melt forward onto that block. Or maybe you let your forehead melt but ditch the block. Listen to your body, take what feels best, and we'll hold for just about another minute. Allow your neck to relax. If your shoulders hurt, come down into crocodile pose. Stay for a little longer if it's feeling good. Take about 3 more breaths here. When you're ready, come down into crocodile pose. Stack your palms on top of one another. Rest your forehead on the backs of your hands. Option to let your legs relax or take a round of windshield wipers. Let your legs fall back through center. Bring your palms beneath your shoulders and press up through tabletop. Remove any props. Take any movements that feel natural. And we'll take a round of cat-cows together. Inhale, cow, drop your belly, gaze forward. Exhale, cat, round out your back, tuck in your chin. Inhale, cow, pull your shoulder blades toward one another. Exhale, cat. Feel that compression between your chin and chest. Let's take one more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back through neutral table. Bring your toes to touch. Draw your knees out wide. And we'll move into child's pose. Option to grab a blanket or bolster or pillow. Place it beneath your chest for a nice gentle child's pose. Maybe you sit on a block for some extra support or 2 blocks. Gently fold over. Or maybe you place a blanket beneath your knees or between your hamstrings and calves. Wherever you're at, let yourself melt forward. Find your forehead against the earth. Let your shoulders, neck, and head relax. And maybe rock your forehead from side to side. Feel that gentle massage against your third eye. And come back through center in your own time, keeping your head rested on the earth as you melt forward. If your mind starts to drift away, come back through your breath, or maybe reconnecting with the wood element, bringing your awareness to those points in your body, your inner and outer leg lines, the front of your torso, the back of your neck and head, and your orbital bones along your eyes. Notice how those points feel in your body as you rest here for about another minute in child's pose. Take about 3 more breaths here. Begin to walk your palms back beneath your shoulders. Press up through tabletop. Maybe sway your hips from side to side. Maybe take a round of calf stretches. Get into the back line of your legs. Even yourself out if you take something on one side, and we'll start to move on to our backs. In your own time, start to head down onto your back. Maybe take a full body stretch. And start to hug your knees up into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Bring the soles of your feet to your mat or the earth. And we'll move into supine figure 4 twist. We'll start with the right leg. Bring your right leg over your left. Keep your left foot stamped into the earth. Option to tee out your arms or cactus them, whatever feels best. And let your legs drip to the left side of the room. Supine figure 4 twist. It might feel good to place a bolster or a block beneath your foot. Maybe it comes beneath your foot and knee, or just your knee, whatever feels best. Maybe you place a bolster or block beneath your low back for a little bit of support. Or maybe beneath your right shoulder if it starts to lift off the earth. Option to gaze right to complete the twist in your neck. And we'll stay here for a couple more minutes. As you rest here, notice how the back of your neck and head feel, connecting with the gallbladder meridian, the yang meridian of the wood element, more energized. Notice how the back of your neck might feel in that twist, bringing awareness to this channel of energy. Notice how your inner leg line feels connecting with the wood meridian, the yin wood meridian of liver. Notice how those points feel in your body. Bring your awareness to that front line of your torso, connecting with both liver and wood, or liver and gallbladder, both are wood. Connecting us with that energy of growth. Also bringing in elements of kindness on the spirit level, elements of discernment and planning on the mental level, and elements of anger and power on the emotional level. Notice if any of those come up for you as we rest here. And when you're ready, start to hug your knees back up into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Neutralize your spine. Feel your low back press into the earth. And we'll move on to the left side. Bring your right foot into the earth. And bring your left leg over your right. Option to cactus or tee out your arms, whatever's feeling best. And in your own time, let your legs drip to the left side or the right side of the room. Option to gaze left to complete that twist in your neck if that feels good. Bringing your awareness to the back line of your neck and head, connecting with the gallbladder meridian once again. This is a bit of a heart opener as well, opening this front line of our torso. And allowing our arms to fall to the side allows our pectoral muscles to open up as well. Take all the support you need from your props. Again, maybe a block or bolster feels good beneath your foot and ankle. Maybe a rolled blanket, bolster, or block feels good against your low back. Or maybe a blanket or towel beneath your shoulders if they start to lift. I'll stay for a couple more minutes. Let any tension release from your body. Just finding that gentle edge, that light stretch, allowing us to get into the deep muscle tissue, the connective tissue and fascia. Take another breath or two on this side. And start to hug your knees back up into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe tuck your forehead to your knees. Then we've got one more pose, a lovely heart opener before we head into Shavasana. So we'll head into supported fish pose. You're welcome to use a bolster or a folded blanket for something a little more gentler. Or if you want it to be a little bit more intense of a heart opener, grab your block. So I'll give you an example on a block. So you can grab your block and you can bring it the long, flat way across your shoulder blades here. Maybe doing the same thing with your blanket or bolster if that's what you chose to use. So as you can see, it's coming beneath my shoulder blades. My arms are alongside me. Make sure it's across your shoulder blades here. Let your neck and head melt back. Maybe you bring a bolster or a blanket beneath your head for a little bit of extra support. Let your arms fall to the side. Let your legs relax as we get into the front line of the body. Or yet again, if you want something even more intense, you'll grab your block. You'll place it the middle way, the long way. So it's going long, not across. And this time you're bringing it between your shoulder blades. So see how it's the long middle level? Bring that between your shoulder blades so it's behind the back of your heart. You might need to readjust a little bit. And you can let your neck and head either completely drip back, or maybe you grab that secondary block, place it beneath. Hopefully you're not wearing a clip like me and it feels a little bit more comfy. Take whatever feels best. Again, you can use your bolster the long way like this, between your shoulder blades, or maybe your bolster across your shoulder blades here, the long way. You can do that with a blanket as well if you're looking for something even more gentler than a bolster. Let your neck melt back onto either the earth, your block, your pillow, or your blanket, or bolster. And just let yourself relax here. Bring your awareness to that point where your rib cage starts. That's where I notice the most energy in this pose for me. The exit point of your liver meridian. This is the yin wood meridian. Yin is more of a restoring energy, while yang is more of energizing feel. Let your arms relax. And notice how the front line of your chest feels getting into the gallbladder meridian. Notice how the back line of your neck and head feel, continuation of your gallbladder meridian, all the way to those orbital bones. Remember, you're welcome to come out early and lie in Shavasana if that feels best. Or take another minute or two here. I try to do this pose every day. It's a really good one for us this day and age, as tech neck is pretty common in our society. We're all bent over looking at screens all day. Even when we get off the computers, a lot of us are looking at a TV screen or a phone. Forcing us to bend our necks over and have terrible posture. So supported fish can help ease that a little bit, bringing a little bit reversal movement to that tech neck as you open up your heart, your front line, and your neck. Take about 3 more breaths here. If this is feeling really juicy in your body and you're not ready to give it up yet, feel free to stay a little longer, but I wouldn't recommend holding longer than 5 minutes. When you're ready to get out of the pose, start to bring your forearms and elbows back alongside you if they moved. Gently press up. Be gentle with your neck and head and remove your prop, whether that's a bolster, blanket, or block. Now come back to the earth. Maybe you bring a blanket across your low back underneath. Maybe you bring rolled blankets or a big bolster beneath your knees for some support. Maybe a blanket or pillow beneath your neck and head feels best. Take what feels good. Feel that rebound in your body as you sink into the earth beneath you. Allowing your muscles to soften and release. Letting go of any lingering points of tension. Feeling that tension roll off your body into the earth beneath you to be transmuted. As you rest here, know that the support and safety of the earth is always here to bring you back to balance, to bring you back to center, to your grounded nature. Like the tree, the Taoist element of spring, we are strong and rooted, connected to the earth. And as we reach up towards the sun, we grow ever connected to spirit. Strong and rooted, but flexible and connected to the world around us. Finding that point of center between the earth, the physical, and spirit, the etheric. Finding that place of center in the heart through love. Love, joy, and gratitude. Holding us in center this eclipse season. As the eclipse portal opens tonight with the alignment of the full total eclipse and the full seed moon in Virgo, giving us the energy to release what no longer serves us, giving us the strength to shed old layers and be born anew this spring, empowering us to let go and rebirth even more connected and better than we were before. We all have this ability to stay centered, to find this magic within ourselves. It takes letting go of whatever it is we've been hiding from, releasing what is no longer serving us, purifying ourselves as we cleanse and release any old habits, patterns, or thought loops that are holding us back from being our highest selves and stepping into our destiny of love, joy, and gratitude. Feel free to stay here in Shavasana. Maybe go to sleep if you're watching a little recording of this later in the evening. Or if you're ready to move on with your day, begin to deepen your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. Feeling that connection to everything and everyone around you. Knowing that this peaceful river resides within you at all times, no matter where you are or what you are doing. Start to take some micro movements, maybe wiggling your fingers and toes, maybe rolling out your wrists and ankles, or maybe a full body stretch feels best to wake up. And in your own time, come out of this beautiful yoga class, welcoming us to the total eclipse portal of this full seed moon in Virgo. Remember, you are all worthy of love. We are all worthy of love. No matter how far we feel we have fallen, we can always find our way back to love. And you are worthy and loved always. Have a great day, y'all. Happy full moon.